I'm Kimberly.
I'm Natalie.
I'm Elena. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Michael.
And I'm Sophia.
And this is our conformity experiment.
We chose conformity because we thought it was interesting and we wanted to see if people would conform in a high school setting.
If students read the gender-specific signs on the door, then they will conform to the door their gender applies to.
Will students conform to the sign on the door?
Let's find out.
The independent variable from our experiment are the gender signs on the doors.
And the dependent variable is how many people conform to the signs.
Can you just say why you chose to go through the other door?
Because it's stupid.
So, can you just tell us why you decided to walk through the boys' door?
I knew there was something stupid going on. I just always go through that door.
Why'd you go through the girl door?
Because it's a door I go through every day anyways.
Why did you go through the boy door?
Because the sign says so itself.
Good.
Why didn't you conform to the sign?
Because the girls' door was already open. Yeah, I didn't want to open the boys' door. It just seemed easier since like the girls' door was open. No one pays attention to signs posted at Aiken High.
Why did you go through the girl door?
Because I'm a girl and I conform.
second lunch, a lot more people conformed than in first lunch, but there's really no explanation for that. It just happened. We also noticed that girls conform more than guys.
We found that in A Wing, when Mr. Phillips stood outside the door, more people conformed because of an authority figure, and also when there was a large group of people with their friends, they didn't conform because they just wanted to like show off.
It's also really interesting about how like other peers of the subjects like made fun of them kind of, and like ridiculed them for going to the girl door when they're like a guy. So it was interesting to see that the guys came out of the girl door and went back into the guy door.
One ethical dilemma we found was that some people thought we were being sexist and segregating them.
In my opinion, it's not that hard to read a sign on a door, and I really thought that more people would conform than they did. Some people just didn't notice the sign, and then some people pointed at it and just walked through the other door, and I really just think that's so ignorant and rude, and you would think that more people would comply.
I noticed that a lot of people didn't conform when they were with their friends or if they were in a big group of people because all they cared about was like getting to lunch. And I noticed that a lot of people conformed when Mr. Phillips was standing outside.
I knew this experiment wouldn't have worked because this is taken high and people do not conform. They don't give a crap. And so, yeah, that's basically my opinion.
People conform more when there's an authority figure present because they thought they would get in trouble if they broke the rules.
I wasn't surprised that the females conform more than males because they tend to want to listen to the rules and they're a little bit more mature. And sometimes males feel more dominant over the situation, so they don't want to listen to the rules.
People are more likely to conform when they're by themselves because they don't have any outside influence and anyone to impress, so they just do what's right and socially acceptable.
In conclusion, some people conformed, but not as many as we thought because it was a high school setting and they're teenagers, so they're not as likely to conform as adults.
That's a wrap! I think females are more likely to conform because they care more about the rules, because guys want to just show off and stop taking a Snapchat of me.
Do you think females are more likely to conform than males?
You need to go away.
Wait. Sorry, Morgan's like smiling and she's like laughing and turning around.
The last stretch, okay? This is the home stretch.
Independent variable is the...
Okay. 1,